Hey guys, this is Trevor Wicken from medxcoach.com. I'm posting this blog today. You know, it's early morning on a Sunday, and I woke up this morning and I couldn't stop thinking about you all that are tuning into this blog and Facebook page and my clients and all that kind of stuff, and also all these people that are going to go to the gym tomorrow or start with some new chapter on their life tomorrow, and they're going to fail. Sorry to say it, but it's going to happen. The reason why is because, when we talk about getting in shape or changing our life or improving our health, everybody has a what. What are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to exercise. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to, read a book, whatever it is, right? And they're like, okay, well, once that happens, like, well, how are you going to apply that? What are you going to do? So you can look up exercises, you can read a book, you can look up how to eat right, but then how are you going to do it? How are you going to incorporate it into your life? Okay, sounds like a pretty typical plan, right? You get the information, you look at it, you're like, okay, I can do this. And then you're like, well, I'm going to go do it. How are you going to do it? I'm going to go to the gym. How are you going to do it? I'm going to go to the grocery store and buy healthy stuff and start cooking for my family. Pardon me, but the interesting thing is that in 6 weeks, you probably won't be stuck to that plan as very well. And I've seen it for years. Ever since I was 18 years old, and I'm now 36. So half my life I've watched people make these resolutions and go to the gym and go to these places that I was working out of and fail. Like, you literally, it's a joke amongst trainers and fitness people that it's like, okay, yeah, here we go. Like, the first part of January is awesome for business, but nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to go because there's 10,000 people that don't know what they're doing trying to get into a facility or trying to start with a trainer or whatever the heck else it is. And by, end of January, beginning of February, there's like half the amount of people. And it's kind of funny, but it's sad at the same time. So I was talking to, one of my clients got a hold of me on Friday, and, I'm working with her in person a little bit and mostly online, doing a lot of arthritis work with her and stuff like that. And she's having a really hard time. And I'm like, well, are you doing this? Yes. Are you doing this exercise? Yes. Are you eating right? Yes. And it sounds like she was doing all the right stuff, but she's like, Trev, I'm just not getting the results I want. And I was like, all right. And she's like, my back pain's keeping me out of this. And, my pain kept me from getting out of bed. And, my back didn't let me, my back just started hurting after I was at the store. Well, think about how many times she just said my. She identified, she took ownership over her pain. And so I had one of my mentors back in a couple of years ago look at me, and he was like, well, go through an assessment with me. And so I was going through it, and he's like, dude, you're on point technically. Like, all this stuff, you're finding the solutions, you're doing everything you're supposed to do technically to find out why this person's in pain. However, like, you've done nothing for this, and you've done nothing for this, nothing for the heart. I'm like, what does that mean? And pardon me. And I had to think about that, and I'm like, wow, I get it. Like, it took me a little bit, but I sat there and I'm like, I get it. And it's something they never teach us, really, in any kind of fitness, any kind of medical, anything like that. Like, we don't ever ask you guys why you want to get better, what that's going to do for you. So I asked this lady, I said, well, why do you want to get better? Why is it important? How is it going to change your life if you get out of pain? And she literally just looked at me like, blank stare, right? I'm like, why are you here? She goes, well, because my doctor told me to, and because my husband wants me to get better so we can go on walks together, and I just don't really know what my life would be like without my pain. Again, my pain. So going back to what I was saying is that, well, how are you going to get better? Why are you here? Well, you're here like the what, right? You're here to do the what. How are we going to get you better? Like, what is the thing that's going to get you better? It's exercise. Well, how are we going to do it? Well, the how of that exercise is going to be medically based to help your back get improved. Okay, cool. Well, I've done my job, but you're the one that has to determine the why. Why do you want to get better? See, the thing is that the experts, the medical field, including myself, like the authors, the media, like the show The Doctors or Dr. Oz or CNN or whoever the heck you watch, it comes out with all these studies and it says studies show and they told me that I should do this and they said that this food's better and they said this exercise is awesome. Well, that's awesome, but why do you want to get better? And I want you to really think about that question before you start anything tomorrow. Is the why. You have to start with the why, and then you go to the what, and then you go to the how, right? So think about these questions, and in the blog post that's up here, like, you're going to go through them specifically, but just to summarize, it's what would your life be like if you didn't have pain and disease and balance issues affecting you every single day? What would you do differently? What kind of activities would you get up excited to do during the day, knowing that you didn't have to worry about whether your knee was going to give out or your back was going to give out or you're going to get another headache or your blood sugar is going to crash? Like, what would you do today? How would your performance at work or your performance with, like when I'd say performance, like how would you be in relationships? How would you be with your family? How would you be with your spouse or your kids if you weren't in pain? Because pain will mess with this. It's going to mess with your brain. And you're not going to be the person who everybody knows that you are because you're altered because of that pain or that disease or that lack of confidence or that fear that your day's going to be ruined because of your body. Are you kidding me? Like, your body was made to move. And your body was made to function well. Whether you're 15 years old or you're 115 years old, it doesn't matter. Yes, age is definitely a component and we wear and tear our bodies out, but there are ways to do it. I can help you, and there's great people around this country that can help you with the what. The exercise is the what. And then the how is it's medically specific to help you get out of pain. But you have to start with your why. You really, really, really need to take some time today and this next week as you start into whatever your new resolution is and really think about, why do I want to get better? Why is this important to me? What are 3 things or what are 3 ways that my life are going to improve if I take the necessary action to clean up my diet and get anti-inflammatory foods out of my body, things that cause joint pain or freak out my diabetes or affect my heart or something. Second, what kind of exercise and what kind of movement is going to help me improve my balance, improve my strength, improve my joint health, right? And I guess the third area is mindset. Like, how am I going to get better and put myself on this track where I'm creating a new habit to try and get myself better instead of staying where I'm at, because staying where I'm at isn't getting me anywhere further. So I want you guys to look at that blog post. I really want you to focus on this next week of really deciding why you want to do this. And guess what? I'm going to give you the what and I'm going to give you the how. The what is, okay, what exercises do I do to help me feel better? And the how is, how do I put these together so that my body actually starts to heal itself? Okay, so tune in this week. I'm going to start doing some exercises and everything to go through the various joints and just minor conditions and stuff like that, and start giving you guys some really cool material to go through this week to start incorporating into your fitness plan or whatever, or daily routine or your walks or whatever it is, so that you can start feel better. So I wish you guys the happiest of New Year's. 2015 I know is going to rock for all of you. I'm excited because it's going to rock for me, and we're going to have a great year together, you guys. So stay true to what you're doing. Remember, write down your whys. What is going to change in my life? Who do I want to spend more time with? How do I want to spend more time with them? And why do I want to be out of pain? And I guarantee you your success rate is going to be 4 or 5 times higher than most of your friends. So thank you guys. I love you. Have a great Sunday. Bye.